Thank you. Babies, before we're done here, y'all be wearing gold-plated diapers.
What does that mean?
Never question Bruce Dickinson.
$2,400 metres, and your odds-on favourite is Kureder here at $1.85. Let's start with Tappy's lad, Maxie, from the Kerry Taplin stable with Todd Banks.
He's a beautiful big horse, Tappy's. He's capable of bobbing up. He does that every now and then, and the distance is not a problem. And he's very, very fit going into today.
Number 2 is Ostermeier. He's 10s out to 13s. Blinkers again and pacifies. Those winkers are coming off today. Alyssa and Troy Sweeney with CJ Graham.
Yeah, he's on the other hand, isn't he? He's only a little fella, but he likes 2,400 metres here at Eagle Farm. This is the scene of his last victory in mid-September. Since then, he's been a little bit hit and miss, but I think getting back to Eagle Farm 2,400 is a plus.
I Am the Empire will be number 3 from the Annabelle Neesham stable with Bailey Wheeler claiming 2.
Yeah, I think he's got a chance to get into the money, just down a little bit in the weights, 55 kilos. Again, he's very fit. This will be his 5th run this time in, and he was no match for Kureder last time. That's why I'm thinking more on the place line.
Okay, well, here is the odds-on favourite, number 4, Kureder from the Chris Waller stable. Jimmy Orman aboard, and that's how you like to see a stayer present, Maxie.
Yeah, that's a 10, isn't it?
It's a 10
parade for a race like this, a benchmark 78 over 2,400 metres. The key is the handicap. They haven't got hold of him weight-wise yet, 56.5. He's got the good draw, the top jockey. Absolutely no negatives at all.
Number 5 will be Banner from the Matt Dunn stable from Bow Desert. Luke Tarrant aboard, and a tongue tie goes on today.
Yeah, he's been well beaten at his last 2 starts, so needs to improve several lengths.
Castlewary is a long shot. Number 6, Sabir Alam trains from Deegan with Nozi Tomazawa aboard.
Yeah, the same, not up to this today.
Iridessa is a $51 chance. Kerry Taplin and Trudy Thornton.
8-year-old mare. She's very fit as well. She's had quite a few starts this time in and got up last start at the Sunny Coast over 2,200. So has a solid grounding for the 24 today.
Number 8 will be Osaka Miss, and she's trained by Marcus Wilson with Kyle Wilson-Taylor.
Yeah, she's been really consistent. She's been racing on the Gold Coast Poly principally, but did win pretty easy at Grafton last start over the 2,200. So place line for her.
Bedford Square, nicely down in the weights today. Jack Bruce and Damien Thornton.
That's a key point because, as you can see, there's not a lot of her, so she'll love the lightweight and just hope she switches off a little bit getting to this trip. She can finish strongly here.
And number 10 is Drake Passage. Marcus Wilson, Ben Thompson.
Last couple okay, but they have been on the Gold Coast Poly.
And Classic Deal is a $7 chance from the Chris Lee stable with Sammy Collett.
Yeah, she's another one. And, you know, again, I think we're looking at sort of place chances here. And if she runs as well as she did 2 ago when 3rd to Kureder, then she can certainly figure today.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of money for Classic Deal, $7.50 into $6, as there is I Am the Empire, 5s into 4. However, Maxie, Kureder is still the $1.85 favourite.
Yeah, despite money for those two, hasn't budged in the betting. I think he'll win. Putting 11 Classic Deal in for second, 52.5, 2,400. She's certainly going to be there at the end. I Am the Empire 3. Now, with the support for him, 5 into 380 at one point, back to 4. Maybe they're thinking with 55 on his back, let's lead and dictate, try and pinch it maybe.
Perhaps.
Because he has gone forward and led in the past. And then Ostermeier, number 2. But I just can't fault Kureder. He should get every possible here to make it 3 wins on the trot.
Yeah, you can't fold him in the yard either. Let's get a shot of him behind the barriers if he hasn't loaded. Number 4, nobody's loaded, so we can have a quick look at him. But it really is a 10, and he's been a 10 for a couple of starts now. He just gets into the yard. He doesn't turn a hair. He's got a nice low head carriage, which is really nice with a stayer when they're relaxed. And a good, nice, strong walk on him in the yard as well. His coat's impeccable. So he is very hard to go past. But also Classic Deal looked equally well today, and I Am the Empire sort of probably starting to hit peak fitness now as well. There he is now. You can see for yourself. He does pick himself, doesn't he? Okay, he's $1.90 now, Kureder. Next best will be I Am the Empire, $4. Classic Deal, $6. And Bedford Square, the other one under $10 at $8.50. Loading up nicely. Let's get upstairs to Josh for the call of race 1.
Deal and Cassowary away from the barrier. Beta about to move up. There's only about 3 to move in as they load well. The blindfolded Classic Deal, Cassowary to move up. Here's Osaka Miss about to move in. Kureder a clear favourite in the first of 10, about to unfold. Only 2 to move in. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, David. Welcome, everyone. And only a couple to move forward for the first of the day. And they are Classic Deal and Cassowary. Kureder a clear favourite around the $1.90 mark. And Classic Deal lines up. And the field now right to go for the first of 10. Barrier 3, Kureder, opening favourite of the day. They've all moved up. And light now turned on. First on Gateway afternoon. Barrier 3, the opening fave, Kureder. Racing, and Kureder was away okay. Barrier 2, I Am the Empire, was away best of all. Handy the inside is Iridessa. Rolling forward there is Osaka Miss, and likewise handy as well as Classic Deal and Drake Passage going forward, and Cassowary from the deeper striding up there as well. So I Am the Empire, also Classic Deal, Drake Passage out 3 wide, Cassowary 4 wide pressing on. Further back to Kureder, 5th on the inside of Osaka Miss, and they're clear from Beta, who's outside Iridessa. Further back to Tappin's Lad, Ostermeier, and last of all is Bedford Square. So Cassowary's in front, second is I Am the Empire. A length and a half away, third is Drake Passage. Kureder sharing 4th on the inside of Classic Deal. A length and a half, Osaka Miss on the inside of Beta. Further back to Iridessa, and they're clear from Ostermeier. Tappy's Lads on the rails, and Bedford Square's a length and a half away. It's I Am the Empire in front again. Second's Cassowary, and third is Drake Passage over on the outside of Kureder. Osaka Miss on the rail, followed by Classic Deal. A length and a half to Beta over on the outside of Iridessa. Ostermeier third last, outside Tappy's Lad. Last of all is Bedford Square, about 9 or 10 lengths off I Am the Empire, who's in front by a length here. Second, Cassowary. Third, Kureder. Fourth, the outside is Drake Passage. And further back to Osaka Miss on the rails. Classic Deal the outside. One further back to Iridessa. Beta, followed there by Tappy's Lad, Ostermeier, and Bedford Square's a length and a half away. It's I Am the Empire by 3/4 here. Second, Cassowary. Kureder third, the inside at Racecourse Village. And further back to Drake Passage. Osaka Miss on the inside of Classic Deal. One further back to Iridessa on the inside of Beta. Ostermeier taking off and going forward 3 wide, young CJ Graham. Also going forward is Bedford Square. And Tappin's Lad is now last of all at the 600 metres marker. It's I Am the Empire just in front by a neck here as they approach the home turn. Kureder's out and making its move. Also Ostermeier's going forward as well. Bedford Square coming up into 4th and 5th. And Osaka Miss is back near the inside. It's I Am the Empire just in front. Kureder on the outside. Here's Ostermeier running home well. Further back to Bedford Square. Osaka Miss, it's the next one. The inside here, I Am the Empire. Also Kureder. Down the outside is Ostermeier. Kureder's just in front. The outside's Ostermeier. Launching late is Bedford Square. Kureder and Ostermeier. Kureder's just in front of Ostermeier. They hit the line. Ostermeier lunges photo. Ostermeier or Kureder, not sure. Third will be on the outside, Bedford Square. I Am the Empire, followed by Tappin's Lad, Osaka Miss and Iridessa. And then we had Beta. A long way back on the field there was Classic Deal, Drake Passage and Cassowary.
The favourite by a nose on that. If that's right, it's Kureder by the barest of margins. Ostermeier. What a great battle over the last 200 metres. Orman on Kureder. Ostermeier, CJ Graham on the outside, going at it. Heads are out of sync. They hit the line, and Kureder's nose is down on the line. So a big finish to the opening event here at Eagle Farm on the Star Gateway Day. Here's the concluding stages again. I Am the Empire had led at a reasonable gallop. Kureder is the winner. 4 beats 2. Bedford Square running on strongly over the 2400. Only been beaten a half a length in the wash-up, and then I Am the Empire seemingly having his chance from the front. Well, he had to really dig deep, Kureder Bernie there, to get that margin over the little guy who's got a heart as big as himself, Ostermeier.
Oh, yes, I'm really feeling for Alyssa and Troy Sweeney with Ostermeier. Troy was just saying he doesn't seem to go a yard over the road at Doomben, but you bring him back here and he runs very credible races. Lofty's here to have a chat to us. Always nice to stay with a winner, Loft. Does it put you in a good mood, or are you already in a good mood?
Well, day's over now, so we'll go on with a good strike rate.
Yeah, indeed, 1 for 1. He's just been so competitive and just a great performing racehorse of late.
It's been a really good prep for him. He's won, I think, 4 of his last 5. He's gone a long way and he's got a nice future. Going off that, he's probably ready to pull up stumps. I'd say it's been, 7 runs now. Like I said, it's been a very productive prep.
Yeah, he was sort of grinding the axe a little bit today.
Yeah, look, we just got the bobber there. We're lucky. Everything's been good with him at home. There's no signs he's gone off, but just the fact that he wasn't able to put him away today is probably just showing that he's coming towards the end, yeah.
Well, I think I get excited when I think about him next preparation, if he could make some more natural improvement.
Yeah, sure. He's probably going to come back at a time when, there's better horses around. So, look, he probably will earn his crack at those stone races in Sydney too. So wherever he ends up, we like having him here. We like winning for Neville.
We do like winning for Neville and David. I love his demeanour, this horse. He's just so cool and calm and collected.
Yeah, it's how he is all the time. You can't get a guide off him in track work. He just does what's needed. And what you see is what you get. He's very easy to do anything with.
We're just 5 weeks out from the Magic Millions. Is the stable starting to fill up?
Slowly we're getting there. We'll have a big team in next week and we'll go from there.
Great stuff. Enjoy the win.
Thank you, Bernie.
All right, there is Brett Killian. We'll have a chat now with Jimmy Orman. He did obviously jump from a nice barrier, and he was probably slightly closer in the run today, which wasn't a bad thing because there's possibly a few bottoms you didn't want to be behind, but he really had to knuckle down today.
Yeah, I had to get to the bottom of him today, but yeah, like I was just about to note on that, he might be better that pair back, but I was forced there from that gate, and he travelled beautiful there, but sometimes when you're drawn a bit trickier, they're forced to ride a bit conservative and you see a better turn of foot, but we still had a beautiful run through, and I thought we got beat, so I'll take that.
Take it, and what a marvellous preparation he's had.
Yeah, very honest horse. Good to get another winner for Nev and his team at home, and yeah, it's good. He's a good honest horse.
Well done.
Thanks, Benny.
All right, the favourite home in the first here at Eagle Farm, that is Kureder, albeit very, very narrowly, but he gets the job done. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he carries on or whether he has a little bit of a break now. 4 beats 2, Ostermeier. 9, Bedford Square fills third. And 4th goes to I Am the Empire, the early leader. 229.94 home in 35.99, let's say 36. But obviously it was over 2,400 metres. All right, that's the first of 10 here today. It is Gateway Day. For now, we're off to a short break. Race number 3 at Randwick to come. Hello.
Campaign. I was just having a really good look at Missy Muller walking to the gates, and I thought, geez, this mare looks nice. Looks well behind the gate, so I really want to follow her. Aristonus was brilliant from behind, and Deficit back in 4th spot there. But it was her race today, and perfectly executed from Nash Rawiller.
Well said, perfectly executed indeed. When we return, we'll hear from Chris Lees and Nash.
Welcome back to Eagle Farm. It's time for our feature race of the day, the Star Gateway. It's over 1,400 metres. Tony Gollan with a number of runners, but we're also with the favourite in Freedom Rally. So let's check out the vows, Maxie. He is 4th run from a spell on a track he loves, Toby and Trent Edmonds, CJ Graham.
Yeah, there's a lot of positives for him. Looking nice and relaxed. We're going to wake him up a little bit. He really conserves his energy, doesn't he?
He does.
I think today's the day that he can really bounce back and let us know that he's back to his best.
His standing order, the first of the Gollan runners, Ben Thompson.
Yes, 7, I think, for Tony. And this fellow, to my way of thinking, looks the leader. That's when he's at best. He can sort of build up his confidence. And if they just leave him alone long enough, I think he's going to be right in the mix at the end.
Count the Beans is to be ridden by Damien Thornton, the second for Tony Gollan.
Well, Connections have been doing a rain dance for so long, and it's just not happening for him. He really needs it wet. Nevertheless, I think he'll run well, but his chances do enhance when we're on a wet track.
Here's your favourite, Freedom Rally from the Gollan stable with Jim Orman.
Yeah, second up. His first up run was good. The Face led at a strong gallop. He was back and ran on. He was entitled to, and he did. Just wanting to lay in a little bit late. So this looks suitable. He's a track and distance winner.
Chris Lees has number 6, Dream Hour, with Andrew Mallion and blinkers going on.
Yeah, that's interesting. The blinkers on. This is sort of the big dance, isn't it? The big purse for Dream Hour. I don't know what to make of that last run. But maybe the blinkers will help. I know he's got the ability to figure if he's feeling good.
Cocoa Brew Express, a real roughie, Ryan Tyrrell Smith.
Yeah, on the QOP, $151.
Warby for Tony Gollan will be number 8, Robbie Dolan.
Yeah, if he goes straight, he's usually busy wanting to lay in and do some silly things in the straight. But if he'll get back here and have last crack at them. If he goes straight, he can figure.
Kristen Buchanan brings number 9, Epicus here with Taylor Marshall.
Yeah, just wonder whether the form is strong enough. That benchmark 72 level. Did strike a heavy track last start. Gets back onto a much better surface for him today.
Can John Rambo measure up here, Maxie? Tony Gollan, Ryan Maloney.
Well, there's been a bit of a quiet tip for him. I know Ryan Maloney's got an opinion of him. He sticks with him here and he's got the barrier. He's got to bring Wednesday form to this. So we'll learn a lot more about him today, but he'll get every possible.
Deer Trail is $26. Tony Gollan, Justin Huxtable.
Yeah, I think he will have improved a fair bit on that first up run at the Sunny Coast. He ran 4th to standing order. Very good run under the circumstances.
Houston Rocket will be the 12. Chris Muntz, Kyle Wilson-Taylor.
$101 at the moment for Houston Rocket. Blinker's first time.
A Katarina is all class, Maxie. Rob Heathcote, Martin Harley.
In particular here, 10 starts here, 5 wins. I'd forget that run at Doomben in that Tats Classic. That was a proper race. And look, today she's going to go back, get to the outside, and I've seen her turn defeat into a win with her acceleration. Big tick for her today.
Midnight in Tokyo. Wow, Maxie. 420 into 380. Annabelle Neesham, Bailey Wheeler.
Yeah, but I think 1,400 is possibly her outer limits, but I think from the gate they can afford to ride it quietly and give her a chance by having one crack at them in the straight.
Sunset Soiree is a $21 chance. Tony Gollan, Angela Jones.
Loves it here as well. Probably going to find it too short. She's going to stand him up a big start, but look for her with the flashing light.
And 70s Hit is from the Angela Plum stable.
Yes, and Jag Guthman Chester's been booked to ride. The rank outsider is a maidener.
Yeah, interesting to see a maidener in this race, Maxie.
Yeah, there's a few having a shot at the stumps here.
Yeah, there is. Freedom Rally, the favourite at 310 over Midnight in Tokyo, 480. A Katarina's 8s into 6s. Obviously, she's very, very classy, a Katarina.
I had her 5th, but I've had to flick one and put her in. I've just got this visual of her storming down the outside. Yeah. But I'm with standing order. Ben Thompson's keeping him on the move behind the start. You see he's got him walking around now, but he had him trotting in a circle. I think he wants to ping and lead, and I hope he rails like a greyhound. They're getting off the fence today for some reason. I'd like to see him stay on the rails and give them something to catch. Number 5, Freedom Rally. I think he's the natural danger. Then Katarina. She's going to give them a big start, but she can still win. Don't give up on her. And then the Vows. I've just dropped Deer Trail a fraction, but he was getting out in the market, Bernie, but coming back in again.
Yeah, he's back into, what is he, $16 now. I'm a Deer Trail. I thought he's trimmed up nicely since his first up run. Always threatened to be a decent horse. First go out to 1,400, which I think, I know his mother won at it. And I think it's something he's always been looking for. He's quite a heavy horse anyway, but definitely he would have needed that run at the Sunshine Coast. So Deer Trail for me, who is number 11. Let's get to Anthony for Market Update.
Okay, Freedom Rally, very popular here. Bernie into $3 now on tab fixed odds. And that's got to as short as $2.90, back to $3, but it's been by far and away the most popular runner. Midnight in Tokyo, $6 to $4.60. A Katarina $6. Johnny Rambo is popular. He's a $9 chance, and Standing Order is at 14. Deer Trails at $16. But Freedom Rally, by far and away the most popular runner this morning. When we did our preview on Sky Thoroughbred Central, Freedom Rally was holding about 25% of the overall money, and at this stage it's closer to 45%. So they've continued to back Freedom Rally throughout the afternoon. It holds far more money than any other runner here. The second most popular runner, maybe it's his name, Johnny Rambo. He's pretty popular. He is the second most popular in terms of the hold. And then a bit of a jump to Katarina and Midnight in Tokyo. But all about Freedom Rally here. They're on the Freedom Rally train. Here's Josh.
About to go forward, been racing in good form. So only John Rambo to move in, should he be cleared to run. Canterbanes has the inside. So he's right to go, John Rambo. He's about to move in now. Freedom Rally going off the gateway favourite. John Rambo returning to the line, and now we're right to run. Light turned on. 1400 the gateway, favourite Freedom Rally. We're right, racing now, and dawdling out with Sunset Soiree. We had Counterbands, also Deer Trail began well. Going forward in Standing Order. Freedom Rally right up there. Handy's Midnight in Tokyo, with also Cocoa Brew Express going forward as well. Another one's right up there, also 17 to sit, drifting back now, Counterbands and Deer Trail. The Vowels out 3 wide, followed by Epicus, Houston Rocket, Dream Hour. A length and a half further back to next along there is a Katarina, John Rambo, clear from Warby and tacking on Sunset Soiree. In front of the Standing Order by a neck, and second is Cocoa Brew Express, and 2 lengths away third Freedom Rally on the inside of 17 to hit. Length and a half to Counterbands and Midnight in Tokyo. The Vowels out 3 wide. Deer Trails on the outside of Houston Rocket. Epicus out wider on the track, followed there by Katarina on the rail. Dream Hour further back to Sunset Soiree, John Rambo and Warby. Standing Order, 400 metres left. The run's in front by 2 lengths now. Second, the outside is Cocoa Brew Express. Here comes Midnight in Tokyo. Freedom Rally trying hard. Look at Dream Hour down the outside running home. Midnight in Tokyo's in front. Dream Hour down the outside. Late the inside is Deer Trail, but Dream Hour out wide and stormed up and taken over. And Dream Hour straight break bound. Dream Hour by 3. Second, Midnight in Tokyo. Not sure third. Warby was up there with the Katarina. Freedom Rally Deer Trail judge can have that, followed by a Standing Order. The Vowels, Epica, Sunset Soiree, Cocoa Brew Express, and then we had Houston Rocket, Counterbands, John Rambo, and 17 and hit.
All right, number 6, Dream Hour, sprinting quickly. 15 gets second. We're waiting for third, and it'll go to Warby by the looks of that. So we need to check out those official placings, but the winner is Dream Hour. Chris Lees and Andrew Mallion putting a gap on them over the final part, getting those blinkers on for the very first time. So 6 beats 15 and a photo. We'll flash those numbers. We need to get to Kembla.
It's a Class 1. It's over 40.
Come on, let's go, baby. I'll tell you, baby. I've been wondering what you gonna do. Gonna give your love to. And hope I'll make you mine.